That's the latest in the world of sports, but let's shift focus to other news making headlines. A few months after Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome slammed the Independent Policing Oversight Authority IPOA for criticizing police officers who were accused of committing crimes while executing their mandate, the oversight body IPOA continues to face backlash from members of the public and the civil society for remaining mum at a time when police officers were on record during the Azimio protest using excessive force on protesters and journalists as well. Willie Lusige examines the IPOA silence at a time when its voice was needed most. Listen in.
In December 2022, Japhet Koome, the Inspector General of the National Police Service, accused the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, of being busybodies whose work prevented police from protecting Kenyans, urging security officers around the country to use their service weapons.
Hiyo bunduki umepewa, tutaki kusikia umeumizwa, umekatwa na mkora na uko na bunduki. Musitishwe na busybodies. Kuna busybodies kadhaa ni kusema shika polisi.
When you are referred to the top agents, security agents, as a busybody, then that clearly means that even your position is not as important as it should be.
According to many, Koome's attack on IPOA was seen as a ploy to prevent it from holding police officers accountable for their actions as required by law and constitutional mandate. In reality, it was seen as an attempt to return Kenya to a time when police officers could do whatever they liked without fear of repercussions.
IPOA has been working well previously to some extent. Why would they keep quiet at this moment when we've had serious issues, serious cases that are involving the police? This simply means they have been tried to be moderated by somebody or some influence from...
All these institutions have been bought. These institutions are thinking they are serving the interests of the president. Every institution must know that they are serving the interests of Kenyans.
Kenyans raising questions why IPOA has remained silent even when police have been accused of using excessive force during the Azimio protests across the country.
IPOA was supposed to come and issue directives on how demonstrations should be done and how the police should conduct themselves, even educating demonstrators how to demonstrate, because they don't know the law.
IPOA has been silent on killings and injuries allegedly perpetrated by police during the protest and only spoke after the attack on the properties of former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Azimio leader Raila Odinga in Ruiru and industrial area. IPOA warned that it was investigating the failure of police to provide security to private property in Nairobi.
So the policemen who shot people, they should answer what's called criminal cases. Those are criminal cases for what they did, which was against the law, killing people, destroying people's lives and property. That is a criminal case. The guys like Japhet Koome, the Kindikis, they'll bear what's called operational responsibility.
The government has had a negative moderation of the IPOA against what should be expected of them.
Kenyans have demanded to know why IPOA has remained silent. Is it out of fear for the government?
Since the commission was, when they got the different directives that led the police to shoot people and lead to loss of life and property. So they committed those sins, and IPOA is part of that, and they will bear responsibilities for not having protected life.
Civil society organizations threatening to form a parallel police oversight body.
Civil society needs to be put in the constitution and be given a commission. That's why Operation Dogatuzi is proposing to have a civil society commission which will have an office with the budget that IPOA, who is oversighting them? Themselves. The Police Service Commission, who is oversighting them? Themselves.
IPOA was established through an Act of Parliament published in November 2011 to provide for civilian oversight over the work of the police in Kenya, and it's led by Ann Makori as the chairperson. The oversight of Kenya Police has helped the service to adhere to the law and to respect people's rights. Investigations and complaints under the IPOA are limited to unlawful policing.
There are so many institutions in Kenya, actually far too many, which should be doing stuff, but if the police on the street does not reform, you can create any institution on top of them to oversight them, but who gives direction? If President gives direction, Gachagua gives direction, CS Korea gives direction, Ichungwa gives direction, IPOA gives direction, Japhet Koome gives direction, which one should demonstrators take? Which one should policemen take, and which one should they leave?
Most Kenyans, myself included, we've lost that enthusiasm towards IPOA and what the role that they have been playing, or they should have been playing.
Previously, there were thousands of complaints against the police officers, but only 500 merited prosecution recommendations. According to IPOA, currently there are about 300 active cases against police officers, whose numbers stand more than 100,000. Willie Lesige, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, businesses resumed normalcy on Monday in the lakeside city of Kisumu after the week